twilight of Earth's great civilizations, we were chosen. Some were selected for their skills, others for their strength, and some by luck. The great ships were the embodiment of each nation's ingenuity, courage, and faith. And they sent us to the stars in search of a new home. As we raced skyward, we carried aloft the hopes and dreams of those left behind. Our journey through deep space was long and quiet. And it is finally over. Now we look upon our new world for the first time. On these alien shores, our destiny waits. A new beginning for mankind.
Welcome guys to Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth, where we'll be playing this as well. Alright, I just had to show the intro. That's probably going to be a bit of a long load screen after this though. But I thought it was a pretty unique intro, so I had to show it. But so guys, if you're unfamiliar with what Civilizations is, it's basically an empire building game. And this is Beyond Earth, so it's not like a historical thing. It's more looking towards the future and one possible future of humanity. And so it's basically what is going to be happening. It's created by 2K and of course Sid Meier. And so we're gonna see if there's a campaign. Setup game. Vostok. Sounds cool, right? I like the Vostok name. Game pace, standard. Map size. I want it to be massive. Wait, what? Dual, dwarf, no. Okay. Massive. Okay, yeah. Yeah, massive's large enough, right? Designated sponsor. But yeah, so Civilizations, it's basically an empire building game, and this one's Beyond Earth, so we're on an alien planet, and we gotta make our civilization here while fighting alien creatures and any other sponsors, I guess. I guess they're calling them sponsors now. So let's see, 10% production towards wonders and 25% worker speed. That would be good, but it's an Asian corp. I'm not Asian. I'm not really ARC either. I don't really care for the whole ARC thing. I'm guessing this one's France and Iberia. 1 free virtue every 10 virtues earned with culture. Orbital units stay in orbit 50% longer. Plus 2 trade routes available for the capital. That would probably be a good one. City is an outpost. Acquire new tiles twice as fast. That's good for the expansionist view of things. Of course, they would have a Brazilian one. It's not Civilizations without Brazil. They have 10% strength in melee combat and 5 healing when fortified. That's actually pretty good if you want to do a military front. African Union, 10% food grown in cities. Is that ironic? Because Africa doesn't really have that great of food source considering its population. I don't know if I'm stereotyping that, but yeah, that's kind of what I've seen everywhere. They start with an old Earth relic building. Huh. So they're the only ones that's towards old Earth. Let's see. I think I want to go with one of these two. Any, mini, miny, mo, blah, 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 blah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This one. Next. So I choose our colonists. Refugees for sure, because that means more growth to our cities. Reveals coast on map. This is our spacecraft. This is pretty cool. They don't have this in any of their others, and I guess you could do an advanced setup as well. I've never seen a setup like this in any of the Civilization games before. I'm completely new to Beyond Earth. I haven't watched anyone else play it, so I don't really know what any of this does. But this reveals alien nests. That's basically the old version, or the new version of the bandits and pirates from the older games. We begin with 100 energy. That would probably be decent. No technology is needed to see petroleum or geothermal or titanium resources. That's probably good too. Retrograde thrusters, wider area for choosing where to land for a city. An additional visibility around starting area. I kind of want the coastal surveyor, because I want to see where the coasts are so I know where we can build our water ships and such if we have that ability. Begin with a clinic in our first city. Begin with the soldier units. Begin with the worker units. Pioneering technology. Begin with extra population. I have the feeling a soldier is going to be most needed, so I'll go with that. Examine different region of space for habitable planets. Okay, so these are the planets. Terran world, Protean world, Atlantean world. This one's mostly water. Terran is continents, Protean is one giant continent. It's basically, okay, so this is basically how you're setting up your worlds. Advanced worlds, what do we got? Archipelago, equilateral. World wrecked by tectonic forces and without oceans for easily accessible water. Yeah, not my style there. I want water. One of the oldest known Earth-like planets, a faint image of the seas and continents of this world inspired the seeding. Huh. That must be like the main one. Tidally locked around the orbit, around a weak star. Not cool because we don't want to be tidally locked. Tigan. Let's go back. Okay, we're gonna take this one. It's the Terran world, why not? Let's go ahead and start. I want to jump in this as soon as possible. So yeah. Excerpts from Colony Archive. When I think of the wonders on Earth, I become lost in the thought of possibility. What new materials will our hands find? Will they be harder than diamond or softer than silk? Whatever they are, we will use them to make wondrous things, more amazing than we ever have dreamed. And I think it's frozen again. Doesn't seem to be wanting to work for me. Ugh. Well, guys, I'm gonna stop it. And maybe not. We will see. There we go. Never mind. I was gonna stop it and cut it past the broken part, but I don't have to, so that's good. And it's doing it again, and it just crashed. Alright guys, so that's cutting it there. I'm gonna pick it up after we get through this.